The Shattered Serenades, Desperate Hearts in the Hands of the Innocent, written in 2015. Do you still dance alongside the silhouettes? You are an heirloom handed down by aged hands and given to a child too young to understand. Handed down are serenades to some, a held breath, waiting for the ones to come of age. Instead, I find elders left behind shattered serenades. Elders left for me notes written in foreign languages, vital for souls who are still to come of age. I discover the serenades on those rainy days that so well know my name. Decades later, night hours witness the placing of ageless hearts in the hands of the innocent. I know when they come of age, these children will shield ageless hearts from thieves in the world. I will give them serenades as a map of what to do, of course, after the threat of war is gone, after the season of the wolves. They will protect them from the darkness that so well defeats me. Darkness wears the allure of immortality. I'm defeated. The elders have long since passed. By the time serenades were handed to me, they were second, if not third or fourth hand. I wonder who were the first. Much can be learned from the past, but very little to comprehend. Just as I have become aware, how long before these children become aware they were ignorant of the wings they own? By the first day after our exodus, this ground will never remember wars we fought. It's better to fly and not tarnish the wings with blood of a battleground. In the distance, you are incoherent to me as I am to you. Write all you want. Distance needs no written words. Within that distance, I have mastered every broken heart, but still ask who has really suffered. Although mastered, these hearts unexplored, as the night always wearing its allure. Decades later. Decades later, a pale clown face of a boy vividly echoes in my conscience, shame concealed by face paint. His face is a harsh truth indefinitely, yet lives on indefinitely. A mass of every emotion, but by many seen as only one. Eyes see the substance. Eyes see the substance of nightmares just outside of serenades. Familiar when it comes to dancing with silhouettes and tarnished by years with them. A sentiment was his face, ghost pale. It was beyond his years, although there is a constant self-expectation to wear it. Beyond echoing pale shines an experience. Black-lined eyes as if hollow. I see this cover. He hides, attempting to preserve what remains of the person living behind those eyes. Tears just as pale. Encircling only within confines, he has refuge carrying the ever-prevalent intention of flying from it, only if the chance permitted. In common, together he and I have been lost somewhere in translation, between our broken heart and this real world. Like him, even I know shattered serenades will preserve tenderness untouched by time. Living by insight prevents suffering. It prevents virgins from being left shattered in the aftermath of godless men. After knowing this, do you still dance alongside the silhouettes? Is your love for them unashamed? All that is left of ones he loved were silhouettes, left to be unashamed, thought yet unsaid, the fear one has to live in, to exist, to this point only survived. Most often, these thoughts are not important enough to say aloud in the presence of others, but must be said at least internally. It took all of childhood, as we all subliminally sought refuge. I returned to the now abandoned place years after the fact. Memories and I walked the halls time took no mercy on. It reclaimed them. This room is where we cried. That cold season of wolves. That room where we had no permission to be heard. This room, on the floor, is where we befriended shattered virgins, shattered in the aftermath of godless men. That backyard is where I quoted you crying, I don't want this. I fear being voiceless. Remember our plan of escaping? I guess now only you could afford it years after. The breath of another is the price you pay to get out. We came of age, whereas this place and its memory would never, for good reason. The background alongside broken hearts, we abandoned, we mastered. You can't master emotions from memories that took place in this house. Just memories after all. Memories that some invite themselves into, lured by the tragedies of others. Souls who have written this fiction could not even wear it in old age. Only he could. Two have outgrown, all record of them lost, entered that kingdom of the lonely. To this day, I admire all their beauty. Although fiction does not fit me like in childhood, after admitting defeat, he saw that flying away be the only way to still look beautiful.